But when we got together, like, it wasn't like, let me do her music.
No,
it was like,
not at all. That was a while before we started getting into music. We just, and to be honest, we started dating, and it was like,
he'll be like, come downstairs, like, come down. I'll be like, I'm watching television. No, come downstairs. Like, it wasn't like that type of relationship. But I think with the vibes and everything, it just happened. Like, I didn't put no pressure on him or anything like his past relationship. So I think it just felt natural and just happened on its own.
She kept it 100 with me. You know, like when we first started, I didn't know that we was gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend and being engaged. None of this. I was just like, man, she's gorgeous. Let me see. Just thinking like a guy, and I just want to, you know. But I
wanted to get that
right. But
did you let him get it like right off the bat?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't make him wait a long time.
My thing is,
but I told him, I said, if I'm about to give it to you, we together.
That's what it was. No, that's what it was. That's what it was.
That's right. Lock it down.
No, I'm gonna keep it 100. It was like that's what it was, you know. And for a minute, I kind of felt like, wow, you know, I still wasn't in that zone of like, because, you know, I had got out of a relationship, and it was like, let me just kind of be to myself for a minute. You know, so I'm in
now,
Atlanta.
is the relationship that you were talking about, was it Carly Red?
It was Carly, you know what I'm saying, and just going through that whole craziness, you know what I'm saying, like after you get out of a crazy relationship.
And it was so public, it wasn't.
And that's another thing, because I'm really a private person. You know, I've never really been on red carpets. I mean, I've been in the industry for a long time, and I've dated women. And I've dated celebrities nobody really knows because I've never really been in the public like that with them. With Titi, it was like, once she gave me that ultimatum, I was like, at first I was like, but then, you know, I remember being home and I was by myself and I was like, nah, I can't do this. Like, I just had to be with her. It was like, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I felt like, you know what, I'm getting older, and it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to be with somebody, you know, really want to kind of like see what marriage is about and see what being committed, see what not cheating's about. Because I've been in relationships where I've cheated, you know what I'm saying? And I've been in a relationship where I've been cheated on. And that's what destroys it. So I made a commitment. I said, look, you know, I remember calling her. We went to Hooters. She was kind of upset. And I was like, look, I want you to be my girl. That's when at Hooters. Aww. Over crab legs. You know what I'm saying? So that's when we made it official. We started dating, started doing her music. I mean, at first, I didn't know how dope she was because it's been a while. And I'd heard a couple of songs that she had did while she was down there with some other producers. And I just it was cool. But then we just kind of vibed together. Like, the chemistry was just so dope in the studio that we've made 4 incredible songs on her. She supports my music, Foxx. Like, I've never been with anybody that really constantly supported my music, like constantly is pushing me and motivating me and just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, so, I mean, it's just, it really is, I mean, it's just all kind of, you know, new to me as far as being in a relationship and not cheating.
So what was the one thing that said, I want this woman to be my wife? When you said this is it?
Because we've been through a lot. I mean, we've been thugh our ups and downs.
But how long you dating?
8 months, almost a year,
8 months before
months.
You decided to pop the question?
Like, nah, it might have been, 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is,
that's kind of quick though.
Yeah, but you know what?
I think when you know, you know.
Yeah, like I'm an older guy, and I've been through stuff, and she's been through stuff. She's been through stuff, bad relationships. I've been through bad relationships. I've been through good relationships. She's been through good relationships. We're just taking the best and the worst out of everything and trying to build us because we want the buck. She's tired of dating. She's tired of just screwing around. I'm tired of just screwing around. Nobody wants that. No, you don't want that after a while, especially in Atlanta.
Now, I know that sometimes it seems like when you put your relationship on reality television, i.e. Rashida and her husband, it seemed like they had the perfect thing going on. They got the kids. He's the manager. You know, they're looking out for each other. They've been together for a very long time. And then it just seemed to crumble in front of our eyes. Like he was off doing his thing. She wasn't sure.
Right.
Now, do you fear that something like that might happen to your relationship if you're living it out
through
reality television?
Kurt and Rashida been together 16, 17 years. We can only hope to want to be that long and further. I mean, that's big. You know what I'm saying? In a relationship, especially growing up, you know, in the hood and just black love is hard. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to me, you got to use love and hip hop and kind of learn from it too, because it does make you look at yourself. I mean, love and hip hop is really psychological. You know, you go through stuff. You know, you have your breakdowns because it's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Going through relationships on TV. But at the end of the day, it keeps you on your toes and it keeps you on point.
So you don't fear anything at all? the criticism, the Twitter,
I fear
everyone's
God.
opinion?
I fear God. You know,
Okay.
I've been. People always been having something to say about Z for over 20 something years. Like I don't, you know, I'm good to my kids. I'm good to my friends. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a God-loving person, God-fearing person. So, you know, I don't worry about the negativity.
So do you miss Miami, Zeno?
A lot. I ain't gonna front. I came down here. I called Mona, me and Titi. I was like, man, I said, after this season, why don't you let me and Titi come down here and just do Love and Hip Hop Miami?
I'm sure she would love that.
I mean, a lot of people don't know the whole concept started here in Miami, and they came down here and they cast it. I don't know what happened, but this was where the first Love and Hip Hop was supposed to take place.
And then
Something happened. I don't know where. I don't.
you know, there's a lot of things that go on in Miami that a lot of people just don't want other people to know. Like,
Well, I mean, you know what?
it goes down.
Atlanta gives you tax breaks for shooting up there too. It's a lot cheaper to shoot productions up there. So,
Yeah, I saw you getting your acting on when Single Ladies was
Yeah,
still in production.
that
I
was
was
dope.
like, oh, that's a good look for Zeno.
yeah, I'm gonna get a reoccurring role. It's actually Centric, and BET just picked it up. now.
Good.
So yeah, they want me to come back as Dominic. You know, the smooth guy. You know what I'm saying? Poker playing. So I like that. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty cool.
So being in Atlanta definitely opens other doors for you.
Man, as soon as, you know, Miami is like second home. There's no question. I got family down here. Both sides of the bridge. It wasn't the beach for me because we did 3 Source Awards down here.
Yeah.
I had Club Zeno's down here. I had Zeno's on the beach down here. Like, you know, we've brought a lot
And Hip Hop Weekly.
to the table. I mean, well, yeah, Hip Hop Weekly being run down here, which actually our art director, War, is still down here.
Okay.
Shout out to War. So, and we know Hardy moved to Atlanta. But yeah, it's like, I mean, Miami, me and Dave, shout out to my partner Dave Mays, man, we've been in Miami and they said the 3 Source Awards made Miami $50 million between the beach and Miami.
But you have another restaurant that you opened up in Atlanta. Is it Sleazy and Zeno's?
Sleazy and Zeno's.
What? I was like,
man.
if I'm going on a date and a guy's like, hey, we going to Sleazy and Zeno's, I don't know if I'm going to go eat there.
But y'all know
The
that.
food was really good.
Yeah, the food was good. Yeah, I mean, y'all know it was Stevie and Benzino.
Yeah, I know that.
But you know, we had an incredible grand opening. You got to watch the show. I mean, it was bananas crazy. Turned all the way up. But you know, we had some difficulties later because, of course, we got with partners who had partners. So right now we're in court to open it back up. It's like anything that me and Sleeves get involved with, it's like it's always turned up to the max, so there's always something else. But we hope to have it back open by July.
How's Stevie doing? How's Stevie J doing?
Stevie good, you know what I'm saying? It's him, you know, Jocelyn, you know, of course. Miami's own Jocelyn.
Of course.
Right.
Chanelica. I remember she was Chanelica at Diamonds.
See?
I remember. I used to see her at the strip club.
I not at Diamonds, at Rolex.
Oh, I don't remember Rolex. I remember when she was over at Diamonds. So she's definitely come a long way.
Chanelica and Pumpkin up there. Diamonds too, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody back in the day too, all the dancers back in the day in Miami and all the, you know what I'm saying, the guys that was doing it. I went over to KOD's last night. Shout out to Akinelli and Terry. I mean, Miami is my second home, man. Like I said, you know, I've met, you know, a lot of people here. My father, Schnapps, a lot of people. Shout out to all my Zoes. Happy Red Eyes, what up? You know, shout out to all my Latino people. You know what I'm saying? People know that I'm half Puerto Rican. So, you know, I want to come back. I really want to come back here and live. I want to bring Titi back here.
Aw, do you like Miami?
I love Miami.
But where are you originally from?
New York, from Brooklyn.
Okay, BK stands up. No wonder the Foxy Brown connection. But Zeno, I really, before we get up out of here, I just want to know, what does Stevie J think about Mimi sex tape? And
again, it's really all about Eva. You know, I mean, it's just really all about Eva. I mean, Mimi's grown, and Stevie and her have broken apart. I mean, so he's not putting too much into the Mimi thing. It's just disappointing because he doesn't want, you know, this guy around his daughter doing that craziness. So, and like I said, I could get that, but you know, Stevie's cool. Stevie's worried about him and what he got going on with Jocelyn and what they doing.
are they married now?
I mean, you know, like they wearing rings, you know what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
I'm trying to figure out. Did the ceremony happen?
I mean,
or-
well, we had him on the cover of Hip Hop Weekly married. You know, my bro told me he's married, so he's married. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that'll come out on the show. So if you stay tuned, you'll find out.
Well, the episode premieres tonight. So,
8 o'clock. Yeah, I'm about to go over to Nori's house to watch it. Shout out to N.O. I'm about to go over there.
N-O-R-E.
Yeah, him and his wife cooked a big dinner for us. We about to go over there, get some arroz
Save me a
con
plate.
pollo, and, you know, come over there with us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I have to work, Zeno.
Yo, and Fox, it's so good to have you back here. For
Thank
real. No,
you.
in Miami. I really mean that. Like, I really wasn't used to the New York K Foxx. It was good if it would have worked, but this is where you belong, and this is where you're a boss at. You know what I'm saying? And Miami loves you, for real.
Thank you so much. It feels good to be back.
And it was unfortunate what happened up there, you know what I'm saying, honestly, but, you know, I had your back 100%.
Thank you, and I'm proud of you, and thank you for being a survivor, you know, in every meaning of the word.
Man, you know, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Zeno, Titi, I need to get some music. I mean, what's going on with the music?
Yeah, Titi, Ebbs definitely got Ghetto Love, and I got a joint, you know what I'm saying, called Walk Away, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to come to Miami, man, for real, loving hip-hop, because, you know, Ray J had called me. He just started up over there in L.A. He's like, man, you need to come out here. You know how Ray J,
yeah,
you need to come out here. So I'm like, nah, I want to come to Miami and start up Loving Hip Hop Miami, for real. I think that'll be crazy, for real.
I think that would be, so keep me posted.
Everybody out there, keep tweeting VH1. Tell them you want Zeno and Thee and Z in Miami for season 4 of Loving Hip Hop.
Oh boy, let's get through this season first, please. Loving Hip Hop Atlanta.
We're still shooting too. We got to shoot tomorrow. We out first thing in the morning. We got to go shoot tomorrow. We're shooting all the way really till like July.
Wow. All right. Well, I can't wait because the season looks like it's a movie. So
it's gonna be crazy.
All right, Loving Hip Hop, Zeno, Titi. Thank you so much for hanging out with your girl K Foxx and Thee the Beat.